Hello and welcome to Virus Investigations. Today we are going to be looking at a virus called Ransomware WannaCry, the WannaCry Ransomware virus. Some of you might remember this virus. It's only a few years old. Some of you might actually have even been infected by it. This is a sample of the WannaCry ransomware app itself. I'm not sure if it's going to be the real thing or not. I'm not sure what I'm going to get from it, but we'll take a look at it and kind of see. I wanted to do a virus investigation of this one because this is one of the larger ransomware viruses known. It had the most impact. It affected over 200,000 computers in over 150 countries. So you can, imagine this is one of the big ransomware viruses, right? And it actually intrigued me because when I researched it a little bit, I found out that the NSA, the NSA, they were the original finders of the vulnerability that the WannaCry takes advantage of. Now, when I say that, the NSA they created a tool called Eternal Blue, I believe is what it's called, Eternal Blue, and this tool was meant to be the tool used to exploit the protocol. And what happened was these hackers known as the shadow brokers, they decided, you know what, the NSA, they don't need Eternal Blue. We're just going to go ahead and snatch that and distribute it to the internet. And they did. So a few months before the WannaCry goes live, the shadow brokers steal Eternal Blue from the NSA and distribute it to the internet. Fast forward a few months, and on May 12th, 2017, WannaCry goes live. Now, what is the WannaCry ransomware itself? Well, as you can probably guess, it's a ransomware. If you don't know what a ransomware is, basically it's a virus that encrypts all your data, like everything you own. Your computer becomes encrypted. All your files, all your images, emails, everything becomes encrypted, and you have to pay a certain amount in order to decrypt the files. And this particular one is pretty nasty. I haven't looked at it yet, but obviously we're going to do that together here. You know what? Why don't we just blabbed long enough about it. Let's just go ahead and open it up. Let me make sure I have Windows Defender virus detection off. Let me go to About. I do not. So let me turn this off real quick, and then I'll go ahead and open up the virus and take a look at it. Okay. So that should be fine now. So again, I don't know if it's the real thing or not. So I don't know if it's going to actually encrypt these files. I just wrote a couple of small files that people might have on their desktops or their computers in general. This is a virtual machine that I'm on, so don't worry. This is not my real computer. I've downloaded a couple of different apps, inserted a couple of images, pictures, and files because during the course of my investigation, some of these, not this one in particular is fine, but some viruses that we'll take a look at in the future are pretty smart. They take a look at the memory that's been allocated to the system, the storage, the apps themselves, and they can analyze it all and determine if they're in a virtual machine or not. and then hop out of that virtual machine and infect your actual machine. So I like to play it safe. I like to try and trick the tricksters into thinking that it's my actual machine by putting up a couple of apps here and there. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't have any internet access. I have no way for this virus to jump from this system to my actual system. So we're going to be fine. I have to put this disclaimer out there because when you're working with malware, with viruses themselves, you do have to be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, trust me, I'm a semi-professional. Okay. Anyways, let's get going here. Password from who I got this from. Let's try that again. All right. Smart screens can't. So the first thing it does is it actually tries to go on the internet and search for something, a certain app. But obviously I'm not connected to the internet, so it can't do that. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and run it. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got some apps. Ooh, very small. What's going on here? Okay. Is that it so far? Ah, there we go. Okay. I knew something like this was going to pop up sooner or later. All right, so let's take this down real quick so we can read this. So we got, oops, your important files are encrypted. Oh no. If you see this text, you don't, but excuse me, if you see this text but don't see the WannaDecryptor window, then your antivirus removed the decrypt software or you deleted it from your computer. If you need your files, you have to run the decrypt software. Oh, this keeps popping up. Okay. The decrypt software. Please find an application file named WannaDecryptor.exe in any folder or restore from the antivirus quarantine. Run and follow the instructions. Ooh, okay. Exclamation point. So two things popped up over here. This looks like it's just a picture. It's probably the background. Yeah, so that's the background. So this must be WannaDecryptor 2.0. So that's probably what this is. Yeah, okay. So this is the WannaDecryptor that the background was talking about. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and see all what's going on. Oops, your files have been encrypted. Oh no. Well, what happened to my computer? Well, you know, I do have to give props to WannaCry for a couple things here. It looks like, just quickly reading the titles here, if you don't know what ransomware is, they kind of go ahead and explain it to you in a pretty easy to follow fashion. You could call this a guide to ransomware. So that's pretty nice of them, but they're douchebags for encrypting my files. So what happened to my computer? Your files are encrypted. Many of your documents, videos, photos, videos, databases, and other files are no longer accessible because you have been encrypted. Maybe you are busy looking for a way to recover your files, but do not waste your time. Nobody can recover your files without our decryption service. And you know what? They're telling the truth here. Once you're infected here, once you're encrypted, you're pretty much SOL. I know there are cases where the decryption key itself is actually in your memory, but in order to access that, you have to have some luck on your side, as well as know what you're doing. A lot of people, when this kind of pops up, they restart their computer real quick, or they try and fumble around other things and see what's going on. Oh, actually, you know what? Did decrypt my file or encrypt my files? It looks like it did. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Yep, they encrypted everything. I cannot access anything. Well, I can access this, right? That's funny. Okay, all right. Wow, this thing keeps popping up. They really want you to focus on this program right here. This is their bread and butter right here. So can I recover my files? Sure. We guarantee that you, yes you, can recover all your files safely and easily. But you have not so enough time. But you have not so enough time. You can decrypt some of your files for free. Oh, try now by clicking decrypt. Well, let's give it a shot, shall we? My computer. What? Select a host to decrypt and click start. Is this my path? Is that what's going on here? Pay now if you want to decrypt all your files. Okay. Well, whatever. So users, this is my virtual machine. So interesting. So I got these files back for free, but if I want all my files, I have to pay. Well, that's pretty nice of them, you know. They're not complete douchebags. So where was I? But if you want to decrypt all your files, you need to pay. You only have 3 days to submit the payment. After that, the price will be doubled. Also, if you don't pay in 7 days, you won't be able to recover your files forever. Dun dun dun. We will have free events for users who are so poor that they couldn't pay in 6 months. Wait a minute. Wait, so initially I had to send $300, it looks like. $300 of Bitcoin to this address, right? I got 3 days to submit $300. After 3 days, this is my little countdown over here. They want to make sure that you are aware you have 3 days. After 3 days, it goes up. It goes doubled, right? But that's after 3. So after 3 days, it's $600. But I'll reach 6 days before I reach 7 days. So is it doubled again? Will I have to pay $1,200 on day 6? And then on day 7, my files are just deleted? It's interesting. But then, look, see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. We will have free, get out of here. We will have free events for users who are so poor like me that they couldn't pay in 6 months. You don't have the money? It's okay. It's okay. In 6 months, maybe. We have a raffle. Every 6 months, we have a raffle. We put all your files in a raffle. And then we pull one. And sometimes you're the lucky guy. I wonder how many people actually got their stuff back for free. I'm gonna go with I will bet. I'm not a betting person, but I guarantee nobody got their stuff back for free from them. The hackers themselves, they did not give back anything at all. So how do I pay? Payment is accepted in Bitcoin only. For more information, click About Bitcoin. Oh, look at About Bitcoin. How do you buy Bitcoins? These guys are so nice. You know, some people that get infected, I'm not going to say they're the older generation, but, you know, most likely people that get infected or get scammed the most are the elderly. Because they're kind of newer to technology. They didn't grow up with technology. They aren't as tech savvy as the younger generations. And so people might not know what Bitcoin is. Well, these guys happen to have a About Bitcoin. Can I look at it? Can I click on it? Oh, I'm not connected, so I can't. But obviously on an actual machine, you'd be connected and you'd be able to read about Bitcoins. how to buy Bitcoins, and they have a contact us. So like, well, yeah, contact. If you need our assistance, send a message by clicking contact us. Look, I have a question. Can you guys not be douchebags and decrypt my files, please? That's what I would send to them. But that's nice of them. They have a little contact us. So they want Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the preferred currency of hackers because it's anonymous, and they want to keep their anonymity, if I'm saying that right. So yeah, that's why they're choosing Bitcoin. After your payment, click check payment. Best time to check is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. 2-hour window, folks. 2-hour window. Monday to Friday. We strongly recommend you do not remove the software and disable your antivirus for a while until you pay and the payment gets processed. If your antivirus gets updated and removes the software automatically, it will not be able to recover your files, even if you pay. Well, that's kind of a bummer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the WannaCry virus, the ransomware. Nothing really too special about it, other than the fact that it completely destroys your system, encrypts everything, and you are SOL.